Instagram guides. Are they worth it? Hey everyone, my name is Sylvia and welcome to my channel. In today's video, we're going to be talking all about Instagram guides. Now, first of all, let's start off with the most obvious question. What are Instagram guides? Instagram guides are one of Instagram's latest features coming out in November 2020. And I feel like they got a little bit forgotten and even ignored because they came out so closely to Reels. Reels, just for reference, they came out in August in some countries, but they kept being rolled out over the next few months. So possibly in November, they were still being rolled out and they were still a novelty thing in a lot of countries. I mean, nowadays I'm recording this in March and there's still kind of a novelty that Instagram is hardly pushing out to everyone to use. So it would make sense that IG guides didn't get the attention they deserve. And if you ask me if I were Instagram, if I were in their shoes, I probably wouldn't have rolled out to such different features at the same time, so close together. I think they kind of missed the mark on a few things, especially analytics, as we're going to be talking about later on this video. But I feel like if they just dedicated themselves to Reels and pushed guides for mid-2021, for example, that would have been much better. Essentially what guides are, they are kind of a feature to create mini blog posts inside Instagram. In those blog posts, you can actually compile one of three things. You can compile a list of places, products, or posts. Now, how can you actually use this to your advantage in your account, and what experience have I had with using IG guides for myself? Now, I think the immediate use that comes to mind, at least for me, is to use them as kind of recommendation guides or anything like that. So for example, if you're recommending places, if you're a travel blogger, for example, you can recommend the best restaurants in Paris and tag all the different places. Or if you're an e-commerce shop, you can recommend different products in your shop. Do you like a Father's Day gift guide or a Christmas gift guide for men or anything like that? We're not near Christmas right now. In my case, personally, so far I've created 3 Instagram guides between me and a client of mine, and I'm going to show here some examples. So this one is mine. I compiled 3 of my own past posts about Upwork. You know I love talking about Upwork. And I compiled it into a list of my top 3 tips on Upwork. And I used a post that had a quote on it, a post that had a video, and a post that had a photo of me, kind of to add interest to the blog post aspect of it, and also to give more context. So those 3 posts that I included were actually about Upwork originally. So if people click into either of the posts, they get taken to another piece of value that I wrote in the past, and hopefully drives more traffic to those pieces of content. And example number 2, which I created for my client, is actually 2 guides that I created for her. She sells custom-made wedding dresses and they're beautiful. You have to check her out. I'll have her linked in the description. But basically, one of them is about wedding dress silhouettes and another one is about wedding dress necklines. And we use the compilation of posts kind of like a portfolio almost. So we actually repurposed past blog posts that she had on her blog describing the different silhouettes, the different necklines, and I added that information in between the images, adding the images as kind of examples of a certain silhouette, a certain neckline. And I had a mix and match of dress sketches. She does a lot of those, the actual dresses on brides and the actual dresses on the mannequin. So it's a bit varied and I like that look that's kind of mixed and matched. So that's what I had in mind when I created those for her. So yeah, in my opinion, IG guides have a lot of potential no matter the industry that you're in. I'm sure you can find a way to implement them to your own audience and your own services. Now, the downside of IG guides. If you're anything like me, like I just said, IG guides can be a huge playground where you can get lost in content creation because the possibilities are just endless. Like I just said, there's something that everyone can do With IG guys, I'm pretty sure you just gotta get a little creative. But the downside is that it can be a huge time suck if you're not careful. Now, the reason why I'm at the moment considering it a huge time suck is because, like I just said, you can get sucked into it and want to create everything and implement everything that comes to your mind, but then you don't have analytics. Much like Reels, they haven't implemented a way to track your analytics yet. They don't even tell you how many impressions you got or how many views. At least Reels tells you how many views you got, but with guides, you don't even see the impressions or the reach. So it's really complicated to justify the time spent and the ROI both to yourself and to your clients, because just don't give you that information, which I find really weird, because you can actually save guides. They have the save button, so I don't know why Instagram wouldn't tell you, hey, this guide got 10 saves. Like, good for you, way to go, create more. It would incentivize us to create more and to use their features more. So hopefully that's something we're going to be seeing in the future. But for right now, my recommendation for you, and this is in conclusion to this video, I really think they're a very interesting concept and something that you should, if you're a social media manager or if you like to create content for yourself or for clients, I think you should at least play with it once or twice. Now, you should get onto it, create something, even if you leave it in draft. Create something. I know you can share it in stories, so you can get it out that way and you can get people's feedback. And it's really interesting, especially in my opinion. It's perfect for e-commerce shops, travel bloggers, or anything of that sort, and educators. Those are my 3 top niches that I think would benefit from IG guides. That being said, now that I've tried it once in my account and twice in my client's account, will I try it again? Probably not, until they implement the analytics feature. Once they do that, I'll give it another try and probably make another video for you guys if you'd like. But as of right now, I just can't justify it. I may probably create it for another client to test it out in a different industry, but I can't justify it to myself, and I can't tell my clients that it works, because we don't have that information right now. The only way you can track the impact of your Instagram guides at the moment would be if you wrote down the amount of reach that a certain post has before you create the guides, and then you create a guide mentioning that post, and you see the reach that that post has like a week later. But still, like, that's a really messy way to track analytics. I'm just not gonna waste my time on it. I may play with it with a different client, a different industry, a different niche, but I'm not gonna use it as a strategy, not until I have numbers to back it up. I would be interested to know your opinion on IG guides, so let me know down below if you've tried them. If you are going to try it, once again, I highly recommend you try it at least once, but don't rely on it to give you any metrics, because you're not gonna get those. So let me know what you think of them down below if you're going to try it. If you try them, tag me at the Sylvia Pino. I'll have my handle on the screen, and my Instagram is always linked down below. If you like this video, as always, don't forget to leave me a like and subscribe down below so you don't miss out on my next one. I post a new video every Friday, and I hope you have a great weekend. I don't know why I just said it like that. Bye.